Yo, hi! Nice to meet you! It's gorgeous.
And those are my paintings over there.
My name is Whispers. I'm a musician, VR musician. I'm a fox. This is like my artist persona that I portray myself as. I have a band now. We play on IRL festivals, but I also perform live in virtual reality. So, with my whole gear, I've got my acoustic guitar in my hand, and then I perform for VR crowds.
Okay, so when did you get into music? When's the first time that you feel like you truly fell in love with music?
I think a lot of my love for music comes from my dad. He's from Liverpool, and I am England, and I live in Austria, in Vienna, so in Central Europe. And my dad has always been surrounded by music when he was like a kid. He played in a lot of bands back then in Liverpool, and so I always had equipment at home that I could fiddle around with. And I started recording some of his songs, so like singing to the songs that he wrote. And yeah, he's been a big reason that I'm able to do this now as a weird red fox in virtual reality. Life works in mysterious ways. You heard of Placebo? They've been around for a while now. They were very pioneering in writing about being queer. I see a connection to Placebo. It's just a different time, and it's a different way of experiencing this kind of love, but I definitely connect a lot to Placebo.
As I talk to you, the form of you becomes clearer. How do things look from your end as I'm sitting here and painting?
It's very interesting. I see you lock in, definitely. I see you, when you lock in, I see you like you're doing your thing. I feel very at home here, I would say. It's very cozy.
The first steps of you being a musician in VR, what was that like?
It started very lightly and very without pressure. We used to have these meetups because COVID and nothing else to do. I'd get out my acoustic guitar and just sit on the floor and play a bunch of cover songs like into the microphone of the VR headset for the people in virtual reality to listen to. And it was great fun. Like we used to do that every week. And I was doing music before the whole VR thing, so I was like, what if I played some of my own songs, just to check how would people, perceive them. And it went well, they liked my singing, they liked some of the songs. And I think when it really took on a serious level for me personally was when I met a certain guy. Didn't work out in the end, and that was really hard on me. You have to imagine dating. Most of us know dating, it's like you meet somebody and we're gonna work out or it doesn't work out. But meeting somebody who has literally the same interests, that's the great thing about dating in the furry community. You are surrounded by so many people with the same interests as you. It just vibes, you could actually meet that perfect person. And back then I thought I did, but it didn't work out. And that was what inspired the first album that I released based on virtual reality, which was called Holoplankton. I produced that album as part of my studies, and I produced that album in 3D. So I think it's like 9 songs or so. There's actually a VRChat world. When you enter the world, you can actually listen to that album. I haven't released that, it's just on private, but it exists.
We have created this beautiful black and white, semi-blind contour portrait of you. Your form comes through even more. Canvas version. We've done some practice with your form. And then we're just going to layer on a lot of like colorful things, and then we're going to top it all with ink. Let's talk about games.
Everybody just automatically thinks that people in this space are gamers, and they spend a lot of time gaming. So I do have my games, but right now in the life that I'm living, I kind of lost a bit of love for gaming because I work in social media. That is my side job. I am a social media creator. I think for me personally, I really like the balance that I have between being myself and doing the content that I want to do on social media, on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, whatever. Honestly, it's like you spend the time for the platform to do stuff for the platform with the content that the platform wants, but then they're like, $20. You know, the VR crowd will always keep it alive. I want the tech to become more stable and more reliable. Reliable working tech with, tracking wise, no drifting, no control, like disconnecting trackers and that. It's 2025. That's something I really want to see. Are you ready?
Yes.
Yo, thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Where can we find your music?
You can find me. You can find.
Were you able to find the bathroom?